Hey, what's up, my good peoples? It's your boy PC Williams coming to y'all live again on a great Wednesday evening, and welcome y'all to another episode of 1K Sports Uncut 360 edition. Tonight, I got a special guest joining me live from Winter Haven, Florida, recently named Coach of the Year, Tayshawn Williams, and tonight in our main event, the FanDuel battle, we have my man Darius Robinson and my man Mick. In the black corner will be Darius Robinson representing Team Spurs. In the red corner will be my man Mick representing Team Heat. They go throw down, may the best man win. And a little special exposed session for a very, very, very famous legend. Like I said, y'all, it's 1K Sports, uncut, unbiased, unfiltered, unapologetic. Thank y'all. Let's go. Hey, what's up, PC Williams coming to y'all live on this great Wednesday afternoon. And I got a very special guest joining me via Skype from Winter Haven, Florida. This young man was voted Coach of the Year by the Legend recently. He is the head coach of the girls weightlifting team at Lake Wells High School, who just, by the way, won their Region 1A championship, had four lifters qualify for the state championship, had a 10th place finish, the highest by any Polk County school. Joining me via Skype, my brother from a whole other family, my big head clone, the man himself. Hey, Sean Williams, what's going on, Coach?
What's going on, big dog? What's going on with you?
Ain't nothing, bro. Good to see you, man. You know, you the man down there from what I heard, bro. You run familiar or something. I heard. What's going on, bro?
I don't know if it's all that, man. I'm just trying to be a little piece to the puzzle every day. That's it, man.
All right, but my first question, dude, off the bat, you one of my favorite all time teammates, man. One of the baddest dudes I ever see play football. What got you into coaching weightlifting, man?
Man, it's just a passion I have, man. Um, just to see young men and young women really just going all out to improve themselves. I think a lot of times nowadays we've gotten away from the grind. People don't want to work. People don't want to put in the time. But if you're trying to be great at something, you got to put some time in there. You got to put some time in that building. You got to put some work in that building to improve your body, to improve your physique before you can excel in the sports that you trying to accomplish your goals in. I think nowadays, man, everybody want to be an agility expert and a speed coach. You know how that stuff go. And like I said, that stuff is all good and well, man, but that's where it starts, building up your strength, uh, being able to know that you can rely on your body to make it through a full season. A lot of them don't understand that part. Strength training goes into injury prevention. So if you don't know how to strength train and you don't know how to train your body, then you can't make it through a lot of these seasons they trying to make it through. So, just to kind of impart that knowledge to the kids and just be a part of their lives, man. It's been special.
That's what's up, man. That's actually a great perspective, man, because you see football players and basketball players, you think, man, that guy just built like a freight train, but it's like it's so much work that go into doing this. And like you said, you a bit LeBron fan. This dude spent a good million just on training his body, just on getting the right people around him, the right shots and all that. So it's a lot that goes into getting your body up for that kind of punishment. So that's actually a great perspective, man. But y'all had a great season, man. I just ran through some of y'all accomplishments, man. But was it something like at what point during the season, was it like before the season, that this could be a special year? Because you guys had a very special year, man, and I feel like it's only going to get better and better. So did you kind of see it happen, or they kind of surprised you with what happened this year? Like how you feel about the season?
Well, I mean, to me, it wasn't really a surprise. It was a lot of unknowns going into it. Obviously, I do the boys as well. My boys now had a lot of success. We've been winning for the past 4 years now. So when Coach Pavey came to me about taking over the girls program, I was a little apprehensive that anybody would be. But
Mm-hmm.
once started going in, because I always do preseason before the season started going in, seeing what we had coming back, the girls we had coming back. a lot of the new girls that decided to join the team. Um, I'd probably say the second week of preseason, the first week of regular practice, I just started to see something special was in the group. We had a bunch of go-getters. We had a bunch of people that wanted to be great. The returners that we had coming back, they just needed to be taught proper technique. They just needed a little bit of guidance. So, Summer Baker and Destiny Cuevas, they made things pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? Because they were great examples for a lot of those other girls to follow. Once we got them acclimated with how we do things, I got them acclimated. Me and Coach Q got them acclimated with our plan, our training regimen, taught them proper technique and form. After that, the sky's the limit. And like I said, you know how I do. Anything I do, I'm gonna inject my energy into it. I'm gonna inject that family atmosphere into it. So, we don't have cliques. Everybody get along with everybody. First week of practice, you gonna work out with different workout groups. You ain't working out with your friends. So then that way you start to bond as a family, and then you believe anything is possible. Now we getting under the bar. You got 10, 15 teammates screaming in your ear, okay, yeah, hey, this ball floating all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden, hey, I got some strength I ain't never knew I had. And just to see the support, that's the thing. So, that's something that they could take with them wherever they go. PC, they could take that wherever they go. Long as they understand that a family atmosphere and that teamwork there, and they can impart that message to people, man, you could take that thing anywhere. So, like I said, it's just a great group of girls, but probably about the second, third week of practice, I seen them could be something special.
All right. Like, what do you think? Like, in terms of projections for the future, man. Like you said, y'all just kind of bust out the gate this year. Only going to get better. They're going to get more and more comfortable. The culture get more and more stronger. So, like, what do you see this team? Like, it's a sky. Like, where do you see this team hitting that peak next year? Or do you, like, what? Like, how's the future looking for you with this team?
I mean, every year kind of has its challenges. As far as the projections for next year with my girls, I still believe that it's going to be ascending. It's going to be great. We had a few girls that were just on the outside looking in. We have about a good, 5 or 6 more than that that's returning. You know what I'm saying? And they got the right mindset. I got a bunch of them already ready to get back in the weight room. They ready for the summer schedule that's going to come out soon. So like I told them, anything is possible, man. Like I said, I had one that went to state that's returning. She's in 10th grade. Like I said, we had a few that just missed out on state that's returning. So like I said, the sky's the limit next year. And the biggest thing is we got enough returners I know that's coming back that know how to work. So when we get our new young ladies that come in, the program just gonna take off and run. But like I said, you know me, man. I don't expect nothing less for us to continue to be a top weightlifting program in the state. And you know me. I'm going to put my heart, soul into making sure that happens. I put my time, effort in that every day, Pat. So you know that.
Hey, you ain't gotta tell me twice, man. I play ball with you. I be on that battlefield with you, man. So they got a great coach, man. I appreciate the family atmosphere you provide. Cause I feel like so many times these coaches say, "Well, you know what? Don't I got my stars over here, and the rest of y'all, fall in line." I feel like like with Bill Belichick, he'll take Tom Brady and dress Tom Brady down in front of the whole team. Like, hey, so if I do Tom Brady like this, y'all don't stand a chance. So everybody will fall in line and do what I say because Tom Brady ain't even safe for me. So I appreciate that. And I feel like that's missing, in today's sports from Pop Warner to the big leagues and all that, man. But enough of all this, man. We go get into the nitty gritty of this whole conversation, man. Nonsense, man. You a LeBron fan. It's well documented. It's not your fault. You wasn't raised right. But hey, but LeBron had a rough year. I admit, as a sports fan, LeBron has spoiled us. It's like every May and June, like, okay, well, here come LeBron time. LeBron versus whoever coming out on the West, man. So LeBron took a step back this year. He came out West, didn't work out so well. Then Magic Johnson all of a sudden pull the Baltimore Colts on them and just peace out. Like, I want to get your thoughts on that, man, because I feel like that was a real That was a real coward move by Magic Johnson, man. And I feel like things like that have come to define him outside the big old smiling Showtime. Behind that, he can be a real snake, bro. A real, oh, it ain't going my way, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, what's your thoughts on Magic kind of just dipping out after this tough season like this, man?
I mean, that was a strange one, bro. Like anybody seen that press conference? I mean, just the range of emotions that Magic Johnson went through in that press conference was just crazy to watch because you watching it and you don't know whether to start laughing or get emotional about what he's saying. To be honest with you, I think in the coming days a lot gonna come out from that story. Between me and you, I think, and a lot of the sports outlets was talking about it today, and I even did my research on it. I think it was a scathing article coming out soon about his workplace environment, what he was actually doing in the workplace. Was he actually there day in, day out doing his job? And I think that thing was coming down the pipe, and I think a lot of that comes from this. I also think that it had a little bit to do with the power struggle. Sometimes we want to throw in words like, oh, that's my sister. I love her to death. I this and that. And that's fine. I believe that. Those two individuals, when Magic came in the league, he was 19 years old. Jeannie Buss was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that is like his sister. But I do think it was some power struggles going on in there. I don't really too much think that him and Rob Pelinka was having a good relationship. Because you got to listen. Me and you both know this. You especially doing this business now. You got to listen to semantics. People say a lot, man. People say a lot without really saying anything at all. So when you hear words like Jeannie needed somebody, hey, she had somebody she could trust in me. Like she need people around her she could trust to make the decision. So you looking around like, who is Magic talking about? Like, what is he talking? Who are you alluding to? Like, so I feel like maybe it was a drop off in their relationship because come on, Pat, you sit down with this lady for over 3 hours the day prior and talk to her about the direction of the team, but don't tell her you want to quit. Then you meet with LeBron the same day, Rich Paul and LeBron the same day for an hour over lunch, and they have no idea you want to quit. Then you have an impromptu press conference right before a game and quit, and nobody had any idea. So I mean, like you said, I don't really know PC if I would call it snakish behavior, but he does have a history of quitting, whether it be ESPN twice, whether it be the coach of the Lakers when he was coaching 93 for them 16 games and just miraculously quit. It just seems to me that anything that he can excel at, because you got to think, this is a man that's been great at everything he's done. Anything that he can't excel at or the criticism about to come, it just seems like he out the side door. He finding the side door quick to get out of it. He gone. So like I said, I mean, I just thought for a man that speaks of class so much, I just thought that was a classless way to quit an organization that you say you love, much less a woman that you call your sister and that you claim you love. Like that's hard for me to kind of put that one together.
I mean, I stand by what I say, bro. I feel like his whole career, okay, you obviously are the greatest Michigan State player ever. That's not a debate. We get that. But you come into the NBA and go to the whole expectation and all that. But you also had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who some people would say is the GOAT. Let's smash Jordan. He the GOAT. And you had him at your disposal. Like, okay, if all else fails, word then open. Everybody, okay, here Kareem. Okay, my GOAT, my backup plan is to get a ball to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay, here you go. You know what I'm saying? So when things get rough for him, he crumbled. He crumbled, dog. And like, well, he lost my respect at. It's like Isaiah, your homeboy. I get it. Jordan don't like him. Everybody hate Isaiah Thomas, but that's your boy. That's your boy.
Yeah, you will.
You kiss that man for a game. And Jordan say, I want Isaiah off the dream team. I'm sorry. I love John Stockton, but you not half the point guard Isaiah was, bro. So stop it. So that's your man. You should say, no, MJ, I love you. I respect you, but come on, bro. You got one championship. You the man now. But me, Bird, Barkley, Malone, we not gonna take that, no. He just sat back. So I'm like, he got that kind of thing where I'm like, where your loyalty at when it get a little rough, man? But hey, he out, but like you said, him being gone, maybe that presence, like, okay, everybody breathe. Magic gone now. Not how y'all really feel. You ain't gotta hide how you really feel no more. So I think it'll be good. But to the problem at hand, LeBron's still there. As far as we know, he ain't got nobody traded yet, or he ain't quit or did nothing crazy. Like you know how your boy do, man. So I have no doubt LeBron can do his thing, bro. But you in the West, you need something. You need some help, bro. So what would it take for LeBron and the LA to get back to that Showtime atmosphere where it's great again? What does LeBron need, in your opinion?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Pat. He gotta stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell everybody, I get it. LeBron probably is one of the most dissected athletes probably in modern history. I would say probably the most dissected athlete, because if you really think about it, he's the first athlete in really this social media era to really be this large of a figure, whether it's on the court or off the court. So with that is going to always come more scrutiny on the people he around. So that can be a weighing factor for a lot of people. Now, I do think a lot of people coming sideways out the mouth a lot too often. And I don't know if you feel like that too, but sometimes some of these quotes and stuff that they like, come on, bro. Just let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to compete against the man, let's say that. But KD coming out with the toxic and this and that. When if you look at what KD been doing, KD catalog, bro, think about what KD come out with the boardroom. LeBron already got the shot. Then it just little stuff here and there that seem like almost the same thing. I'm like, KD, you're not fooling nobody. We get it. You know what I'm saying? We see what you trying to follow right after this man, what he doing. Right? So we get some of that stuff, but in order to get them back to where they need to be, I just think he does need to stay healthy. I do think they need to add another piece. Now, I don't know what that piece is going to be. I don't know what those pieces are going to be. I will say this. LeBron's not blameless this year. And everybody at the end of the day, Pat, I think people be afraid to check themselves. Hey, look, that's one of my favorite players, but at the end of the day, the leadership was lacking this year. That's it. His body language was terrible at times. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know what happened, because I'm off all that LeBron get people traded stuff, but I will say that the Lakers handled the Anthony Davis situation poorly. If LeBron never gets hurt, that game during with the Warriors, when the Lakers were fourth in the West, and I know it was only by 2 games, but really they was only 2 games from 7, and they was only 2 games from first. So it's kind of like, but they were playing good basketball. So I always kind of go back to that moment, because you got to think, Pat, if he never gets hurt, how do they handle that Anthony Davis situation? And who knows if they even handle it that way. But seeing that he got hurt, he comes back, they in 10th place. Not everybody kind of looking around panicking. At the end of the day, I don't get in whether people are 100%, 70%. If you on that court, you on that court. That's it. So he decided he wanted to come back. He pushed himself back. He got back. When he did get back, they just never could find their foot. Then Lonzo Ball gets hurt. Then B.I. get hurt after that. It's just, you can't overcome those injuries because you didn't have it in the first place. Then let's go back to the beginning of the year. The construction of the team was just poor. And I know LeBron had a hand in that too. He felt like, hey, he really did believe, and I don't care what nobody say. He believed in himself like he should, but he believed in them young guys, big dog. He believed in them young guys, man. People say what they want, but he really thought that B.I. Lonzo Kuzma was gonna take that next step.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying they wouldn't have. I'm not saying they didn't take a step either way. I really thought Lonzo Ball was playing good ball before he injured his ankle. I think
Yeah.
he thought he found something before he hurt his ankle. But I just think them deciding to go with playmakers over shooters at the beginning of the year was just a bad idea. He never has played like that. And I get it. It's okay to have another ball handler, but you still need more shooting. And the Lakers just put that whole thing together. So, like I said, I get it. If you want to divide the pile, I get, like I said, I give LeBron 25% of that. If you want to give him 35, 40% of that, I give him that. But man, a good 50, 60% got to go to Pelinka and Magic. I just don't know what they thought about with the construction of the team. I got it, but it never really materialized the way that I think they thought that it would. But I do think now, if LeBron doesn't get hurt, who knows? We'll never know that. But
like you said, we'll never know. And it was early, in the season. I have no doubt if he's healthy that they make the playoffs.
yeah.
I don't think you're not beating Golden State right now. I mean, you're not beating them right now. That wasn't even with you get AD. Okay, maybe you get there. You're not beating them right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like you said, LeBron is highly scrutinized. And me and you went back and forth with this. That's why I'm glad we're doing this interview. We can finally put to bed all this nonsense about feel what, man. All right. I do feel like LeBron gets highly scrutinized. Now the whole he's sitting right here and he brought wine to the game. That's overdoing it. That's completely overdoing it, and I have an issue with that. But I also feel like this. In this social media era, you got so many folks that hate LeBron, but you have so many people that give him excuses and give him that pass. Now you hold him accountable, but there are some Bron fans that say, nah, it's all their fault, not Bron's fault, and that's where I have an issue. Like, hold on now. You play a part in this too. The whole AD trade, you should have got in front of a young guy and said, look, guys, I'm all in with y'all. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm with y'all. And if they get traded, you say, hey, I ain't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me. I wasn't involved in that, whatever, man. The whole AD thing was a dumpster fire from the jump. You wasn't the way you went about it, the way AD went about it, it was never going to work. And you probably compromised your future because now, like I said, Lonzo Ball, he good, but he hurt. B.I. up and down. Now it's like your trade assets look like, oh, hold on now. We might want to call Boston and get that little young core. Mayor messed up for that. My next point is about Lonzo Ball. I feel like since he came into the league, bro, his dad don't help at all because, my boy better than Steph Curry. You give that boy that kind of target and that confidence with those point guards. Come on, bro. Westbrook, Beverly, Curry, they all waiting on your son, brother. Cook him alive, bro. So I feel like, is he a bust? No. Is he the best point guard in that draft? We all know it's De'Aaron Fox. But would you call Lonzo a bust right now, or do you feel like he'll be better off somewhere else, fresh start, out of LA, out of the spotlight?
Man, Pat, I'm so happy you asked me that question. Not more so because the Lonzo Ball situation, but also too so I can touch on the dad situation as well. Because I think that's a big one. I think that LeVar elephant in the room is gonna crush a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna ask you a question about Lonzo. I don't think Lonzo's a bust, but we all need to come to the realization that Lonzo might just be an average basketball player, and that's okay. He may be a fringe all-star. He may be a fringe all-star for the rest of his career, and that's okay. All right? He is a 50% free throw shooter. These are facts. Now, I'm not going to get away from the facts. Let's just stick to the facts. He's a 50% free throw shooter. He is not a kid. He is not a kid that likes to get to the rim. He does not like to get to the rim because he don't want to get fouled because he don't want to have to go to the line. Okay? This year, he became an above average three-point shooter, so that's okay. But he has no mid-range game. So now is he an elite defender at the point guard position? Yes. He is an elite on-ball defender. He is elite at that. He is an elite defender. But as you know, aside from Draymond Green, what elite defenders gonna make multiple All-Star games? And really, Draymond made those, in my opinion, just because, not because he's not great in what he does, but also because of the people around him, allow him to do what he does. So now you looking at this kid like, I need this kid. I draft this kid second overall pick. I need this kid, I need this kid to score 21, 25, averaging 27 points a game, 8 assists a game. But you may never actually get that from Lonzo. And that's okay if he a 17-10 guy, that's okay. That's who he is. But I think this whole thing has been blown up over the dad situation, over the LeVar situation. I'm gonna touch on that just a little bit because I think it's a stigma. I know it's a stigma because you know, me and you understand this. All right, we know the whole black dad American, black American dad story, the sad story. We know it. You know, a lot of black young men don't have their fathers in their lives. So I think what has happened is we see LeVar as this guy that's really trying to be in this kid's lives and push them forward and do all this. But we got to take a step back and really analyze this situation. LeVar's not being helpful. LeVar's not helping none of his kids.
It's not helping him, yeah.
So let's start off. Let's just start off with the LiAngelo situation. LiAngelo goes to China and steals. Okay, he gets out. Okay, based on and pretty much as a dad, he went over there and did whatever he did. You know, Trump tried to act like he did something. The dad, him getting to the rift, whatever. But the biggest deal is your son goes over there and steals. And instead of making his butt sit at UCLA and they were going to let him stay, serve his punishment, and then play the next year, you decide to take him out of there to go to Lithuania? To do what? LiAngelo wasn't even projected to be a second-round pick when you took him out of UCLA. So what did you think was going to happen with that? Your youngest son, who I really ultimately believe that is offensively the most talented out of all of them.
Easily.
Okay, he becomes this overnight social media sensation. He can put the ball in the hole, but he plays no defense. He tries on defense, and he don't try on defense at all. Okay, so
still wrong.
So you take him to Lithuania as well and forego his chance to play in high school because you couldn't get along with the high school coach because he wouldn't let your son shoot 50 shots a game. So, I mean, so Pat, come on, like some of this stuff, it's making you laugh because it sounds stupid. But people nowadays act like they can't see stupid when it's getting told to them. Like, I get it. You want him to be this hero in the black community, but he's not helping his sons. Ultimately, he's not helping them by the decisions that he's made. Then not to mention, we get to this situation where Lonzo gets $2 million stolen from him by a business partner that you brought in that you say you was trying to help. This man got a rap sheet for money laundering and all this, and you put him in charge of the money, and then don't check the emails, don't check nothing for over good 6 months. I mean, come on, man. Then you got Lonzo trying to distance himself. Then you got this fool getting on TV again talking about some LiAngelo is better than Zion. I looked at that. I had to scroll past on my phone, man. I said, I can't believe this man is at it again. Like, so at the end of the day, and also, Pat, I'm throwing the question back to you as a father. Like, I get, but what are you doing? What is this? How is this helping your sons? Now you got two sons that may never play in the NBA, may never get a shot now. and a third son that if he don't distance himself from you, he may not even get to a second contract. I mean,
It makes no sense, and I feel like this whole LeVar Ball thing, it came and went, and I feel like in the black community, we gave him a pass because there's so many young black kids that be like, man, I wish I had me a dad like that. Do you really, bro? Do you really want some dad putting you at risk to lose millions of dollars like that? I understand he in y'all life, but come on, bro. Two things can be true. You can be a deadbeat dad at your kid's
but
life. You never seen you. You can be in your kid's life doing more damage than good. So you can't just I'm in their life. Okay, that's 10%. Teach them something. My son's playing baseball before they play football. Cause like I want y'all to learn, like show I'm not ready for y'all to play football yet. You know what I'm saying? Show me the basics. Show me we can go out there and be a part of a team. Baseball real easy, less restful, like less rest. Besides they're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, y'all start with that. If they say, Dad, I never want to play football a day in my life. I ain't gonna disown. I'm like, shoot, if my son become a doctor or a lawyer, even better. I played football, like, okay, whatever. Like, if I could be a lawyer making millions of dollars being a lawyer, that's cool. I'm not fair to live my dream through my son because you play ball with me, bro. I love everything on the field, bro. I have nothing to live through my sons for, bro. And say like, well, daddy gave it all he could. So I ain't got nothing to live for no more in terms of myself. I'm gonna see y'all grow. So like LeVar handled it horribly, and as a father, I'm disappointed, bro. Like you don't speak for me and every other father, bro, because I wouldn't do my kid like that. I stay out the way. If my son good, they'll find him. Like my son ain't good, son, you gotta be better, whatever. But he ruined everything from day one for all them kids, bro. So they only hope is the fact that their hope is Lonzo Ball get a jump shot sometime soon. That's their
man,
hope.
what only hope that's the hope, man. That's the
Because
hope
he said,
because
look, Lonzo
because you
could end
gotta
up being
nah. Go ahead, you good.
like you said, Lonzo. Okay, if he end up being for his career some 15-10, like the dude can get 10 assists if he wants to. He can get 15 points. He play good defense. That's not bad. That's not bad. I get it. Steph Curry and Russ, the point guard position is on steroids now, but ain't nothing wrong with a traditional Jason Kidd type dude, 15, 10, and 10, every so often, whatever. So that's the problem for me. But anyways, enough for the Ball family, man. They just ruin your day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, it's a
Back
sad
to you though.
story.
Back to you though, man. You like I say, you in Polk County right now, but you born and raised in Yulee, hometown of the Heisman Trophy winner Derrick Henry, Roll Tide. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you, man, growing up in Yulee and seeing a player as special as Derrick Henry come from there, do you feel like people are sleeping on the small town talent? Because you think about Florida, you say, okay, I want some great players. Okay, go to Florida. All right, where in Florida? Sure, Miami, Belgrade, Lauderdale, Tampa. But I feel like they be sleep on like the Yulees and the small town boys. Like they're not filled with great talent, but there's a diamond in the rough everywhere. And I feel like you see Derrick Henry, you think, oh, wait, he's from Miami? No, he's from some small city outside Jacksonville, nobody ever heard of. So do you feel like people overlook the small towns when they're recruiting, or do you feel like it's a fair, or it's like, Miami has better athletes, so go there, but do you feel like there's people being sleeping on the small town?
Uh, I mean, keep it a buck with you. Keep it as 100 as I can with you, Pat. I think it's always gonna be unfair. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, like I tell my kids all the time, if you expect the life to be fair, you're gonna be waiting a long time. I think that it's always gonna be some overlook there. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, Derek was special. Anybody that seen Derek play middle school already knew exactly how this story was gonna end, and it wasn't gonna end but nothing with him in the NFL. If you was out there, they would just to watch him play middle school ball. You know what I'm saying? And when he got in high school ball, be able to electrify a whole town, a whole city come out to watch this man do his thing. And then the fact that he handled himself with such class and grace all the way through. To know the guy and to just know him and know his heart, just a soft-spoken cat that go about his business, and that's who he always been. But Derek was special. He was the special type of talent the way you had to come see. Sometimes in the small town atmosphere, in the small town units, you don't always have that. Like I said, a lot of these scouts, man, even in D2, D3, you and me know that. So it's some cats in there deserve to get just the same look, but it don't always happen. And like I said, you have a few scouts now. They claim they can find them anywhere, but let's be honest here. You know, it's a couple spots. They not looking super duper hard like that. So let's just keep it. You know, they gonna look at the spots where they already know the proving ground. If I know I can find talent there, I'm gonna keep going to the well. You know, don't act as if you just going to some podunk town out here and you know in Florida or some podunk town out there in North Dakota to look for a kid. You're not doing it. Does that mean those towns don't have talent? Heck no. No kids that do, they probably do have talent. It sucks though, because I do think that the small towns at points in times get overlooked unless they have a singular talent that demands your attention. When that talent demands your attention, you have to come see. Right. But I do think some kids fall through the cracks, especially in these small town environments, because it's just not enough eyes on them. So, you know, that, and I think that's always going to exist, because as much as talent scouts of football want to claim they'll go under the ends of the earth and under a rock, at the end of the day, Pat, they can't reach and can't see everything. You know, how do you think my man from the Vikings, he, you know what I'm saying, he's sitting out there feeling. He's sitting out there at a podunk D3. He show up to a local, to the little Vikings combine there and run a 4.3. Then everybody looking around like, who is this cat? You know what I'm saying? But before that, so and like I said, God forbid if Thielen never goes to that, bro. He probably sitting on his couch somewhere right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so right. It's tough, man. It's tough, man.
It's an Adam Thielen all over. It's an Adam Thielen everywhere, and we play ball with some cats. I'm like, how the hell you got here? What you doing here? Like, I seen the first time I saw Taylor Atwood running football. I'm like, hold on, do you have bad grades? DUI arrest? Like, what he doing here? Mike Frazier, like, Mike Frazier coming to the cafeteria, 6'4", 250. Like, what he doing here? Like, wait, why is he here? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's so much talent all over the place, man. I feel like you have to have an open mind, brother. Just say, like, you know what? Yeah, I can go to Miami and find a whole bunch of, you know, Amari Coopers and Calvin Ridley, but maybe I should go to just some small town. Maybe I'll find me a Jerry Rice in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi somewhere. I don't know. Or maybe I'll find me a Charles Haley somewhere out of nowhere, you know, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? You just never know, man.
Quick question though for you: where you stand with this championship thing? Because I think that's the most aggravating argument that I get daily. Because this my deal, Pat. How much stock we gonna put into these now? Because a lot of people try to tell me Bill Russell's out there playing with somebody daddy that worked at the store. You know what I'm saying? And they want to tell me that, and then at the end of it, so they try to disqualify him because of that. Okay. They want to knock LeBron for having 3. Okay, Kobe won 5. Okay, you know, Jordan obviously won the 6. But my whole deal with that is, okay, well, you know, Robert Horry got 5. Well, Robert Horry got 6. I mean, so I'm just trying to keep like.
Would you say Robert Horry was even a top 4 player on any team you won a championship with?
That's crazy. I wouldn't even say that. I mean, he might have been top. He might have been top 4 on some of them Laker teams, but that's highly debatable. Maybe 1 year. Maybe 1 year.
So with Robert Horry, and I wish he would shut the hell up. Like, bro, you rolled coattails. You had the dream. You had Kobe and Shaq. You had Duncan and Robinson. You had a great look. You had good luck, bro. All right. You knock down open shots because they double team Shaq. They double team Shaq. Who was open? You was open. They double teamed the Green, so you was open. So he don't count as a guy. LeBron's an alpha male. Kobe is an alpha male. Now I get it. Championships. Here's why I got a problem with it. LeBron got 3. He said go. He lost 6 of them. My thing is, and we go to football. If Peyton Manning beat Tom Brady 3 times in the AFC Championship game, he got 2 rings, but we choose to not honor him because of like it's like a double okay. With LeBron, it don't matter what Peyton Manning it does. So it's like, so there is stock in these championships, but is the end all to be all? No. It's a lot more than just the rings, but it does play a factor, bro. Like, because if Peyton Manning had Tom Brady's championship case, then the GOAT in the NFL was never that's the discussion that ended a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. My question now, that's a good thing. That's the thing. Hey, I like what you're saying with that. I got something for you about that too. Okay. So between the 3, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Tom Brady. Clearly Tom Brady the GOAT. But is there any discussion between Peyton Manning and Joe Montana? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I always say sometimes this championship thing gets sticky. Because if you want to allocate stats and stuff in that too, I really think Peyton got a case. Like, I know, obviously, we know Tom is gone. Tom gone at this point. That's out of the discussion. But to say Peyton Manning shouldn't be in the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks that ever played the game, maybe the number 2. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, Drew Brees, I know he don't have none, but he gonna have all the stats. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's tough with that championship talk, man. I'm telling you.
But that's bro, that's what keeps these barbershop conversations that keep going, because like we can't ignore championships, but we can't overvalue them. We can't it's a never ending debate, because if we're talking about stats, it could be this guy. If it's championship, it's that guy. You know what I'm saying? So we just never know. But since you brought the NFL, we go transition now. We'll go close out here, man.
Okay.
Well, the New Orleans Saints been, moaning, groaning. We got robbed. Now the NFL has decided that they're going to make all PIs reviewable, whether it was called or not. I give it 1 week, bro, and we'll be back to normal, because it's going to be too many. It won't change nothing, bro. Like, the Saints, just shut up, bro. You shouldn't have passed the ball on first down. First of all, you wouldn't even been in that situation. Just run the ball. Run the ball. Take a knee, 5 seconds, field goal, Super Bowl, no question. You got the ball first in overtime. I don't want to hear it. Sorry. Hey, I'm a Cowboys fan. Dez Bryant caught that ball. So don't tell me about no darn overturn. So Dez Bryant caught that damn football, and Miles Jack wasn't down. All right? So stop it. Because it cost the Jaguars a championship. It could have cost my Cowboys a championship with Dez Bryant. So y'all won't be the first. You won't be the last, unfortunately. So your thoughts on that rule? I give it 1 week. I give it. Matter of fact, I give it a half. The first big game of the year, it's over. I'm telling you,
bro. I'm gonna tell you, Pat. On every play down there that people throw the football, you call pass interference, probably.
And holding.
On about every play, you can call holding. Yeah. They didn't do anything. So that's why I said I see a lot of people, like I said, Sean Payton beating his chest about this deal. Okay, now it's reviewable. This is my issue. What's going to happen when people throw Hail Marys? I'm just waiting for that to come on, man. What's going to happen when people throw Hail Marys? Because if I'm somebody, I'm going to be like, hell, I'm going to act like somebody hit me. I'm going to try to make this contact. Because at the end of the day, that's basically what you done open this up to. Because now I don't mind replay. Because I do think that we need to try to get certain things right. But it's just certain things on the football field that you can't always critique and call. You could call pass interference and holding on most pass plays that happen. So now you've given this opportunity for now the game. Now we get to these pressure cooker moments, and now we go into the replay booth for every pass get thrown in the fourth quarter. Because that's essentially what's exactly about to happen. Not to mention the fact that I really think it's gonna have a huge play part in the entire game. I think you're gonna see a lot more of these things coming up. Thank God they only got 2 challenges. Cause you might, boy, hey, look, boy, because that's how many times you could really throw that flag on that if you wanted to. So at the end of the day, I get it. But Sean Payton got to understand, as long as me and you been playing football, some things gonna go your way, some things not. You not like you just brought up 2 instances. Man, people been missing calls in football since the beginning of time. It happens. It's human error. Same thing with baseball with umpire, it's human error. You're not gonna get everything right. Now you could try to add replay and fix certain things, but at the end of the day, I just don't see how replay is gonna help you with PI calls. It's not gonna help. What it's gonna do is it's just gonna create more chaos, more talk, and then it's gonna create a longer game. Because like I just told you, what are you gonna do in circumstances when people throwing Hail Marys? I'm telling you, Pat, it's gonna be one time when somebody do that, and it's gonna go all the way to the 1-yard line, and somebody gonna score and win the game, and then we all gonna be sitting in an uproar about that. I'm telling you.
I said, bro, I give it the first big game of the year, the Patriots versus whoever. I give it a half, bro. I give it like first of all, here's my full circle dream of this. The Saints get back to the same game, and Michael Thomas score a touchdown, right? Touchdown, we won. And my Cowboys, you know, my Cowboys say, nah, bro, he pushed off. Okay, we gonna review it. He did push off. Now what, Sean Payton? Now what?
because Pat, I think what Sean Payton missing is the PI calls go both ways, bro. So as much as defenders pass interference, wide receivers push on about twice as much as that. So now what are you gonna do?
I give it a half, bro. I give it a half, bro. It's gonna be a wrap, bro. You can't change it, bro. You won't change it because guys. I held guys. You know what I'm saying? It's PI. You was a DB. It ain't no clean look. Okay, you run your route. No. If you faster than me, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna get hands on you, bro. Like it's gonna happen, bro. So Sean Payton, thank you for ruining our season. Hey, I give it 1 week. The first time, you know what? Let the Patriots lose a game on this. It's over. It's gonna be a wrap, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. But anyways, man, Tayshaun, bro, I appreciate you joining me, man. It was a pleasure to have you, dog. Thank you for being a guest on 1K Sports Uncut 360 edition, man. You know, we doing big things here, man. So I appreciate you. You know, you're a busy man. You know, it's late night, man. So I'm glad you took the time out for your bit, bro, man. You know what I'm saying? I taught you everything you knew, man. So at least you could give brother out time.
I appreciate you having me, man. Not only just giving me the platform to talk about some of my program, but giving me the platform to rap and talk about sports with you, man. It's been a pleasure. You
know, I appreciate you, bro. And stay up, man. And God bless, dude.
All right, bro. One love. One love.
Yes, sir. All right. What's going on, people? It's your boy PC Williams coming to y'all live. Another great evening here. I got my main man, Darius, my main man, Mick over here. It's the fan duel battle. Gentlemen, how y'all doing?
Good.
All right, gentlemen. The rules are real simple. I want a nice, dirty debate. I highly recommend low blowing. If I say break, don't break. All right. You can hit after the bell. You can talk trash. You can do whatever you want to do. All right. But just know I'm the guy in charge. All right. All right,
gotcha.
guys.
Yeah. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the black corner, repping Team Spurs, we got the man up in tally, Darius Robinson. In the red corner, my man, he rolled with Rocky and them, my man Mick.
Yo.
Representing Team Heat over there in the red corner. All right, gentlemen, I've explained the rules. Let's get started. Now, here how the rules go, y'all. I'm gonna ask each of y'all 3 questions each about y'all teams. And, of course, y'all had a little rivalry, back-to-back finals. So I'm going to give y'all a little trivia on that. So I'm going to see how well y'all know y'all team, how well y'all know y'all rivalry. And, of course, the Spurs, they did get into the playoffs. They might go home first round. We never know. And the Heat, of course, are going through a rebuild. But, hey, with Pat Riley and South Beach, man, you never know what can get turned around there, man. So,
right.
I'm going to start my main man, Darius. Darius, you are Team Spurs. The first question is worth 1 point. All right. As you all know, Tim Duncan is the greatest draft pick in Spurs history, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Right. But there was a very special draft pick that occurred, in 2011. So tell me this. Who was the Spurs' first round pick in 2008 that would later become trade bait for one Kawhi Leonard?
That would be Mr. George Hill. He was traded to the Pacers for Kawhi Leonard.
That's absolutely right. George Hill was a first-round pick of the Spurs in 08, and there was some kid named Kawhi that came up through the pipeline, and Greg just said, you know what, George, it's been real. We go ahead and get Kawhi. So that's 1 point for you. That's an easy question, nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? So, my man Mickey. All right, Mickey, you down 1 point, man. Let's go.
Yeah, man, yeah.
You're a Miami Heat fan. Now, Miami Heat, very successful organization. Y'all won 3 championships.
Yeah.
Y'all came around in 1988. So y'all ain't around but a minute, but y'all been around doing y'all thing. So I feel like you can answer this question if you're a real Heat fan. You're a real Heat fan, right?
I am.
Okay. All right, man.
Been down.
Well, who was the Miami Heat very first draft pick ever? Come on, Heat fan. The very first draft pick in franchise history.
Penny Hardaway?
You said Penny Hardaway?
I don't know, man.
You don't know. That's your final answer? That's your final answer, man? That's it?
Yeah, that's my final answer. What's
All
the answer?
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you, dog. The Miami Heat very first draft pick was Mr. Ronald Cycli. He was picked number 9 overall in Syracuse. The Miami Heat very first draft pick. So you down 1 point, but hey.
Yeah.
Each question the points go up. So that's 1 point for Darius. That's 0 for you. But I'm going to get Darius to this next one. Darius, unless you're a real Spurs, we go see if you know this question. I bet you don't know it. What Hall of Famer, what Hall of Fame defender is the Spurs' all-time leader in rebounds per game? That might shock you.
Hall of Fame defender.
That's the Spurs' all-time leader. No, he set the record for most rebounds per game in a season.
Man.
Yo.
It's not Tim Duncan.
I can't ask for a year, can I?
No. That's a dead giveaway. No.
Yo, these are no joke.
Man.
Come on, man. So you're a real Spurs fan.
I'm gonna go David Robinson. It may or may not be him, but I go David Robinson. I go Admiral.
You know, I don't blame you for saying that, but it ain't him.
Golly, I know who it is, man. Oh.
It's one Dennis Rodman. That's right. Before he was a Chicago Bull, he was an All NBA First Team defender for the Spurs. All right, and had the Admiral not got his ass whooped by the Dream, my dog would help out with a championship. All right.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Darius. 0 points.
I knew he was with them, but I didn't know. I didn't think he had been there long enough to be the all-time leader.
And you know, Dennis Rodman can wear you out.
Oh yeah.
He got cut. He got sent on his way. But like I said, if the Admiral hadn't got his ass whooped by the Dream,
yeah,
my dog would probably win a championship. But neither here nor there. My man, Mick, you got a chance to take the lead. Second question worth 2 points here, man.
Yeah, let's
now I'm pretty sure you know that the Miami Heat, they're a great organization, a great history, right?
Right.
But who? We know Dwayne Wade and Lonzo Mourning are the all-time leading scorers. But who is the third leading scorer in Miami Heat history? It's not Tim Hardaway.
Okay.
Lonzo Mourning, Dwayne Wade, and...
So you said Lonzo Mourning's number one?
Well, D Wade number one, Lonzo Mourning number two. Who's the third leading scorer in the Heat history?
Damn. Hold on. Because I want to say Jason. Is Jason Williams here long enough? No. Has Haslam been there long enough? Haslam been there forever? Haslam?
I thought it was, but no, it ain't Haslam, man.
Damn.
I can give you a hint, but it'll cost you half a point.
So I'm going to the negatives now. I'm going to the credit. I'm taking credit. I'm taking credit.
He got you 1-0. You sacrifice 1 point. You get it right. That's 1.5.
Yeah, you're right. All right. You know what? Let's do it. Give me a hint.
Oh man, this is a tough one for me. This guy, man. It's kind of hard to put his career in perspective, man. He kind of bounced around a little bit, but
I think I know this.
He also won a championship with the Lakers.
Oh, Shaq? Is it really him?
You know what? If I had asked you for the fourth leading scorer, then yeah, it'd be Shaq. But the answer to your question is one Glenn Rice.
Oh wow.
Glenn Rice was a Miami Heat. He's the third leading scorer in Miami Heat history, man. But no points for you. You're still down 1-0 though.
I thought that was Shaq too.
I did too, man. You know, Shaq wasn't there for a couple of years. This guy was there a little slightly longer than that. So, but hey, 1-0, man. It ain't over. We just getting started.
I like this. This is good, man. This is good.
As a Heat fan, y'all have come back and broke the Spurs' hearts before. You know. All right, there he is.
Ray Allen in the corner.
We get into that. All right, Darius. This should be a slam dunk, man, but I don't know. As you all know, the Miami Heat and Spurs had 2 back-to-back finals. One was a classic, one was a damn beatdown.
Yes, sir.
All right? But there were some records being set, some things being accomplished in those 2 finals. So, as you know, Danny Green set the then, as you know, Steph Curry broke it, Danny Green set the NBA record for 3-pointers made in the NBA Finals Series.
Mm-hmm.
But what series did he do it in? 2013 or 2014?
Oh,
No, this Darius question. This Darius.
That's got to be 2014.
Nope.
What? That was 13?
No,
Oh man.
he had a good series, but he broke the record in the 2013 finals.
Oh man, I'm tripping.
Actually, he broke it in Game 5, and then went ice cold. Had he made one more damn three, you probably win a championship. But
Exactly.
hey, neither here nor there. Hey, but hey, there you go. But my man Mick has a shot to take the lead. Now, y'all still have the 4th round knockout where y'all go for it all. But question number 3 for my man Mick. All right, Mick is for the big lead.
I'm trying.
As you know, the shot heard around the whole world. Chris Bosh rebound out to Allen, his 3-pointer, bang! You know what I'm saying? The infamous quote.
Ooh.
But tell me this: without Ray Allen and Chris Bosh, you don't get to Game 7. You don't.
Okay.
How many points combined did Ray Allen and Chris Bosh have in Game 7? The answer may shock you.
Combined.
Your two heroes, the rebounder and the shooter. They say LeBron legacy, they saved the whole season, but in Game 7, they had how many combined points together?
Well, I mean, we had Game 7 and they showed out. Like, they
No,
probably.
out.
That's what I'm saying. Like LeBron, Wade, they came out. I don't know if Bosh got the ball like that, and I don't know if Ray Allen got the. All right, let me go. I'm gonna go 20. I'm saying that's kind of high.
20. Shoot. Well, sir, you are wrong. Ray Allen and Chris Bosh in Game 7 had a combined 0 points. They never scored a single point. Neither one of them. They say they had the biggest play of the year, but in Game 7, LeBron, Shane Battier took over. Ray Allen, Chris Bosh had 0 combined points in that game. Crazy, right?
That's jaw dropping.
Hey, don't shoot the
Good
messenger.
game. That was a good game.
Good game, guys. But hey, like I said, Darius, you up 1-0. Now here we go to the 4th round knockout. This is where I give you 1 minute to let it fly. All right. Like I said, the Miami Heat, the Wade gone, UD on the way out. You know, rebuild going on there. The Spurs, Manu, Tony, Tim, they all gone, going through a small little rebuild y'all self. So it's safe to say that neither one of y'all teams are winning the NBA championship this year or next or the year after that.
Nah, wait. Hold on. I don't know about 3 years out.
You get a chance to tell me why. Now I'm looking for valid facts here. I don't want to hear we're gonna win before they do because we're better. No, I want solid facts, inside information that you may have. Now you're up 1-0, Darius. For every solid point you give me, I'll give you a point. So I'm gonna start my man Mick. You tell me, why will the Miami Heat win a championship before the Spurs do? And let me start your timer. Hold on. We at 15:26. At 15:35, I'm gonna say go, and you stop at 16:35. All right, go.
Okay, so I think it's pretty clear why is our team is worse right now than the Spurs. So like the Heat, that means lottery picks, by the way. So like the Heat right now, they have this mentality because they've always had this. They don't want to tank. You know what I'm saying? And this was Dwayne Wade's farewell season, so they were trying. So we're gonna have a terrible draft pick. We're probably gonna be in like the 10 to 15, 12 to 16 range, something like that. So we're gonna get some draft picks. We won't get a lottery pick this year, but next year we're gonna be terrible. You know what I'm saying? Pick up a lottery pick there. Next year after that, probably won't be too much better. Only one lottery pick better. Free up some cap space. Then we're looking at all-stars. I don't see why we can't have a championship team in 4 or 5 seasons if we do if we draft correctly. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, stop. All right, man. You had some good valid points. You're right. Y'all do suck right now. And y'all will get I wouldn't say a great draft pick this year, but you guys will have a lottery pick because you're not going to the playoffs. So anything can happen. Y'all will get a lottery pick. Y'all will suck next year. I agree with that. And that will get y'all maybe the next, blue chipper guy at Kentucky or something. And cap space. Y'all do have cap space, and Pat Riley will make a run at some of these free agents. So I will do that. So, much like the 2013 finals, my man Mick came through with a 3-piece. He's up 3-1. All right, Darius, you need 3 solid points to tell me why the Spurs will win a NBA championship before the Heat will. It's 17:38 right now, so at 17:45 you go. Go.
All right. The first reason I think is because the Western Conference is more competitive. I mean, we've got the better teams. It's more competition. We've got Golden State, we've got Dallas, and I think our front office, we may not do well in the draft, but we've got a history of developing our international talent. Recruiting, and it's I think Patty Mills leading the team. He's our oldest tenured player right now, our longest tenured, and he's I believe he'll lead that team. Get our international talent in there. Coach Pop, Hall of Fame, the GOAT. And with that combination, I think we'll be able to, we'll be able to compete in the West. I won't say championship, but within 4 years, we'll be Western Conference Finals at least. And yeah.
All right, that's it.
Yep.
All right, Darius, you did give solid points. The Spurs do have a history of pulling out these tricks of going to getting someone that we didn't think they'll go get in the draft or free agency or something like that. I thought when they got Tim Duncan that was it, but hey, they came and got Parker, Ginobili. They put up the Kawhi trade. They went and got LaMarcus Aldridge in free agency. So that is a good track record of great things. You say Western Conference. You're in a great conference where the competition is very, fierce. But I think that may work against y'all. But I think because you're in the Western Conference, you get a chance to maybe work some things out where you can go steal, Chris Stafford, niggas from the Mavericks. You can go steal, maybe go steal Boogie from the Warriors or something like that. But you're, they say Popovich. That's a great point. Pop still has that call where it's like, okay, if Pop call you, you got to answer the phone and see what he wants. And maybe he'll pull out some great trade and, everything will be good. The Patty Mills thing, I can't give you that. I don't think he'll lead y'all to dominance.
I'm like, what's going on over here with the Patty Mills?
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's all he needed was 3 solid points. So, the winner of the fan duel by split decision and still the 5-time NBA champion San Antonio Spurs, Darius Robinson.
Thank you.
Oh man, congratulations, man.
Good game. Good game.
Good game, champ. Anything you want to say about your Spurs going forward?
Oh man, we're coming back. We're coming back. I'm not expecting much in the postseason. I think we'll get past Denver. Well, it'll go 6 or 7 if we get past Denver. I mean, let me stop tripping. We ain't gonna get past Denver. But
No.
but yeah, man. Hey, We're coming back. Give us about 4 years.
If y'all would do that shit, like y'all ain't getting no further than that.
No,
Yeah,
man. Oh, no.
like
I'm just glad we didn't get
Denver been balling out.
What's that?
Denver's been balling out.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I gotta give them credit, man. It's been a changing of the guards in the West, man. You know, with these Houston, Denver, Golden State, they've been on top. You know, that's the cream of the crop. You know.
Yeah, you know.
But you know, well,
hey, it could be worse. It could be the 8th seed.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't get Golden State in the first round again, man. I was like, come on.
With that being said, everybody's happy with where they at, you know, except for the Clippers. I don't think they're happy about that. But great battle, fellas. Like I said, my man Darius takes on the belt this time. Maybe next time, man, we'll see.
I'm coming back for it. It's all good.
Hey, we do have rematches. We do have all that. I can get some things together, man. But in the meantime, Darius, you're the champ. Congratulations, fellas. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank all y'all for y'all support, man.
Yeah, man.
Darius, at this point, man, you a friend of the show. You've been on here twice. Mick,
man, yeah, man.
You a Miami dude, so you always welcome to be back on the show anytime you want to get your rematch, dog. So in the meantime, y'all, thank y'all so much. 1K Sport, uncut, unbiased, unfiltered, unapologetic. It's your boy PC Williams. Peace out, fellas.
Peace.
Hey, what's up, good folks? Unfortunately, we've come to the end of another great 1K Sports Uncut 360 edition. Big shout out to my little brother Tayshawn Williams for joining me via Skype. And big shout out to my main men, Darius Robinson and my dog Mick, for the fan duel battle. But before I go, as you all know, we gotta do some exposing. And this week, the special exposed victim is one Irvin Magic Johnson. Now I know what y'all are saying. What he gonna say about Magic? How dare you speak bad about Magic? Well, it's 1K Sports, and quite frankly, I don't give a damn. All right, we get it. The elephant in the room is Magic Johnson is a legend. He is arguably the greatest Laker ever. I say Kobe, but hey, everyone talks their own opinion. He's the greatest point guard ever, the greatest Michigan State player ever. We get all that. What he's done with the IMAX theaters, surviving HIV, we all get that. Okay, Magic, okay, good. Over and done with. But as you all know recently, Magic Johnson pulled the Baltimore Colts on the LA Lakers. He just abruptly quit in the middle of the night in some infamous, made up on the spot interview, which is so beneath him and so classless and gutless and such cowardly way to go out. But why am I so surprised? Because this kind of stuff has come to mark the legacy of one Magic Johnson. Yes, he's a great player, great legend, all-time great player. We get that. But for so many years, the media has covered his sorry ass. They forced this image of him down our throats, of him being this, oh my God, he's all for the people, he's a hero. Baloney, man, that's BS. Behind that big-ass Kool-Aid smile is a snake. The same snake that failed as a coach. The same snake that failed as a TV show host. The same snake that failed as a broadcaster twice on 2 different networks. All because things didn't go his way. And also, the one that burns me the most, how you sat there, Magic Johnson, and let Michael Jordan tell you and everyone else, I don't want Isaiah Thomas on the Dream Team. You had the nerve to not defend your buddy, the guy you kissed before every game. You sat there and let MJ, who at the time was the man, but he only had 1 title. You're a certified immortal. You couldn't step up and say, hey, look, Michael, I respect you, but that's Isaiah Thomas, dude. He's better than John Stockton. He should be on the Dream Team. Plain and simple. You publicly shame Jim Buss into saying, hey, I can do his job. He sucks. Well, guess what? He got fired. You come in, and within, 2.5 years, you quit. So how are you any better? You're a coward. You set the Lakers back. You traded D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle saying that they're not fit, they're not good leaders, they're bad players. Well, guess what? D'Angelo Russell is an all-star, and Julius Randle is a future all-star. Good move, Magic. Nice job. And on another thing, Magic, you sat there and said in 2009, 2010 that LeBron James has surpassed Kobe Bryant as the best player in the world. At the time, LeBron James had no championships. At the time, LeBron James was getting beat in the second round by Dwight Howard, and you crowned him as the new king of the NBA. And what did Kobe go out there and do? Win back-to-back titles. Instead of you being a man and saying, okay, Kobe, good job, you show up to the White House with your big-ass fake Kool-Aid smile like you're down for the Lakers. BS. Y'all shouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised. Magic Johnson behind that Kool-Aid smile and that beautiful statue and his great philanthropy, behind all that nonsense is a snake. A cold-blooded snake. All right? Nothing else needs to be said. Magic Johnson, Magic Johnson, you're a great Laker. You're an all-time great legend, man. But guess what? You have been exposed as the fraudulent, cowardly snake that you are. But it's all love, man. Well, actually, on this one, no, it ain't. But anyways, man, another one bites the dust. 1K Sports, baby. Uncut, unbiased, unfiltered, unapologetic. Thank y'all. Peace out.